We're joined on INSEAD Knowledge by Ursula Boehm of Siemens China. You were previously heading Siemens Management Consulting in Asia. What are the specific challenges facing multinationals going into China?
Let's look at it at the background of Siemens. I mean, Siemens is an industrial company, so the markets we are looking at are typically multinational and local companies buying from us. And if you look into China, you will see that there's a vast difference of customers that we're seeing. Take the example of hospitals. We might see in Beijing and Shanghai hospitals as we see in Munich, Frankfurt or New York. If you go outside of Beijing to the countryside, you will see hospitals as in southern Colombia or in Africa or somewhere in Indonesia. So one of the challenges, you have a very vast group of customers you're serving, and you need to be very careful with which products you're facing which market. I would say for us this is one of the key challenges we're looking at.
Because traditionally multinationals target the top tier cities, Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou.
And they are targeting the top end customers because this is what they're used to from their Western markets. I mean, look at our sales to automotive groups, for example. We're used to target Daimler Chrysler, BMW, GM, so which are all high-end customers. But if you look into China, you're facing a completely different set of customers. You're facing Chery, Geely, whoever, who produce very different products than what we're used to.
And presumably they're targeting the rural areas as well. They've got something like 800 million people living in the rural areas.
So they are targeting a customer group which is not in Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen. They are targeting a customer group which is outside of the big cities, which is looking at a very different price level of products, a very different level of functionality. They are looking at something. I mean, imagine you have somebody buying the first car. They're looking at very different things, and they are valuing very different things than the high-end customers in the big cities. Same for hospitals. The example I gave you before. If you look to Western hospitals or the big cities, the customers expect the same thing as in Munich or New York. If you go to the rural area, they expect basic treatment, very basic things, and you need very different equipment to serve this market than to serve the first-tier cities.
Does Siemens then see as its growth strategy that it really should get into the rural areas rather than just focus on the top-tier cities?
We consider it as one of our key strategies, not only being a high-end player, serving these typical customers we also see in other high-end markets, but also selling to this rural market. For two reasons. First of all, it's a huge market. Secondly, you meet competitors there who are today in the mid-range market but could very quickly go up and threaten you in a high-end market. So you want to meet them there and see that they are doing. And thirdly, if you take it seriously, being in China as a company, you cannot just focus on one part of the market, for example in healthcare, and not contributing to development of the rural areas. So for us, we decided in a couple of years back that one of our key strategies would be developing products, innovative products and solutions to enter this low-end market in basically all of the areas we're working at.
And you see that as being a major revenue driver for Siemens in China?
It will be a major revenue driver. Also because in the high-end market we have a very good market position, so you can still grow there, but the growth markets are the mid-range and low-end markets.
And what about the cost issues? Because Chinese companies can just do it cheaper.
I would say if we are good in localizing, and if we are really serious in localizing, not just doing a little bit of local sourcing, but doing the product design, the complete R&D, the complete manufacturing and the complete sourcing in China, we can be as competitive as a Chinese customer. Specifically because if we're doing it in China, we can design products to manufacturing, to sourcing, and fitting exactly the local market. The second thing why we can meet local price levels is, as a multinational company, we can sell these products not only in China, in the low-end market in China, we can also export it from China to other low-end markets, which gives us tremendous scale, which our local competitors don't have. Give you an example. We developed a local product, a local computer tomograph in Shanghai. It's manufactured there, sourcing is done there, completely localized product for the local market. We have now expanded the offering outside of China, selling to other third world countries, and we are hugely successful with it. This scale is something the local competitors will not be able to get.
Companies, multinationals, have had difficulties in localizing, in
Right.
finding the talent.
Right.
Has that been an issue?
I would say finding the talent, not so much, but training the talent in the right way so that they are thinking innovation, not only cheap, but thinking innovation. Siemens is an innovative company. We cannot just be good in local markets by being cheap. We want to be having products that are innovative for the local markets. So getting this innovation mindset there and also retaining the talent is, of course, always an issue. Yeah, but let's say the last couple of years for the products that we have localized, that has worked pretty well. It's worked pretty well. We have spent tremendous effort training these people, also in terms of quality standards, in terms of basic processes and so on. And I would say we're also pretty good in retaining these people, because for them it also is a kind of prestige to say, I work for Siemens. Siemens has a great reputation in China, and to say, I work not only on cheap products but also on innovations that is helping China. So that is very helpful in retaining talent.
Ursula Boehm, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.